today I'm doing my October favorites, which I'm excited to film because I didn't do a favorites video last month because I've been doing all of my declutter videos and I felt like my videos were getting very review heavy, so I just took a break last month and I was just reviewing like every single product I own. But I have a lot of things to talk about today that are new to me that I've just been using so often this month that I had to film a favorites video. I'm still doing my declutter videos, I'm just like not filming them as I did a bunch like in 2 days. That's why you saw like a bunch all at once. But I need to get back to it because my filming room is getting very cluttered all over again. I also got my hair cut again. I got a couple more inches off. I originally wanted it this length, but I think when I got it cut, it was such a dramatic like change. I was just like, that's short enough, that's fine. And then after I had it for a while, I realized it wasn't even that short. Like I could even go a little shorter. But I love it this length. Like this is the ideal length that I wanted originally. And I just think it's so fun. I have a ton of stuff. This is like third day hair right now. It's a little messy. It has like a ton of product in it. So I have a lot of videos that I want to do as far as styling goes because it's a completely different thing, styling short hair. It's crazy. I do a lot of things different that I used to with long hair, so I want to do a few videos because there's a few different ways that you can curl your hair and style it if you want kind of like this tousled messy look. So stay tuned for those. Those will be up next month. I want to do like 2 or 3 of those, so let me know down below if you want to see those. Okay, let's start with my favorites because I have some stuff to talk about. And Kyla is going to start barking in like 5 seconds because the mailman is here. I always start filming when the mail comes, when UPS comes, and it's just like, why? Just okay, so first up, this is super random, but I've been wanting to talk to you guys about this for months, and I keep forgetting to include it in a video. So it is a nail polish remover. It's by the company Mineral Fusion. You can get this off of Vitacost, and it's just a nail polish remover, but it is made with way better ingredients, especially if you guys are using like straight acetone. It's so hard on your nails and the skin around your nails. So this is just a lot more gentle, but it still works. I had tried the one by Honeybee and Honeybee Gardens. It just left my nails a little bit too oily afterward. When I first used this, I was so excited because I've been looking for a while for a more safe alternative to a nail polish remover that actually works. And this is the one that I found is the best. So I like to have a backup of this on hand because I don't want to ever be without. All right, next up I have a self-tanner that I used to have about 2 years ago. If you guys remember me talking about this, I was like blown away by this. So I finally got this again. It's by Chocolate Sun. It's the Cocoa Fleur number 2 medium, and it's organic and natural. So it's basically like you have an airbrush machine in your home. So I like to use this very, very sparingly because I love it so much and I do not want to go through this that fast. You spray it like you want to spray in a continual motion because if you kind of stop, then it's going to give you like a patch of tan. So you just go quick and it's very powerful. I go on my arms, all around my arms, my chest, my legs, wherever, and I even do it on my face, and it gives you the most beautiful tan I've ever seen. I do love my Loving Tan still, but this is extremely easy to use because you literally spray it on. You don't have to put on a mitt, you just spray it on and you're done. And you let it sit for like 5 minutes until it's dry and then go about your day. It's nice because you don't have to wash it off afterward, which is what you do with the Loving Tan. I still like the Loving Tan, don't get me wrong. But this one is like if you don't have time, you just spray it all over and you have a beautiful tan. It takes a few hours to fully develop. The medium is like perfect for me right now, but I honestly could get away with using the dark if you want to be more tan. So if you guys want to splurge a little bit for the winter, being tan, like I get so pale in the winter time. So when I do a little bit of tanning in the winter, it makes me feel a lot better and it just makes me feel a little bit like healthier and alive. So love this stuff. Okay, I want to take a moment for IT Cosmetics because I have been using their products like a crazy person this month. Every single day, so many of their products. I narrowed it down to 4 because I didn't want this to be like a full IT Cosmetics video, but these are the 4 things that I'm just so impressed with. Their products are really good. So the first thing is Bye Bye Pores. This is an airbrushed silk pressed finishing powder. It has collagen, silk, peptides, and antioxidants in here, and it's a translucent powder. It also comes in a like loose form, but I like the pressed one better. I've even hit pan on it and I haven't had it for that long. So I first started using this just under my eyes. I would apply my under eye concealer, take a pointed foundation brush. Let me show you this one. So just a pointed foundation brush that I would pack the product on and then, you know, set my under eyes with. Another thing that I've been doing now is after I touch up like any blemishes, I'm getting a lot of like hormonal breakouts right now. So I'll conceal it and then use this again and just press it on my pimples. And it's perfect because you don't want to bring any attention to your pimples, right? So this stuff, it kind of just airbrushes the area and fills in your pores. So it really just gives you like this perfect, beautiful canvas wherever you have any issues of concern. And then what I do is go back in with a powder brush and put just a little bit of this all over my face. And I'm usually not like a huge matte face lover, like a matte finish. I tend to go for more like an illuminated look, but lately I've been liking this because it gives me just a very flawless look, and then I can go back in and highlight where I want to, and it feels extremely lightweight on your skin. So the other product that I've been using with this is one of their brushes. So this is the Heavenly Luxe Airbrush Powder and Bronzer Brush. I never talk about brushes. Like I think there are a lot of good brushes that you can find, but this one is special. I don't know even what it is about this. It's extremely big. I remember when I first got this, I was like, I wonder if I will actually use it that much, because it's a lot larger than my other brushes, but I use this for everything. It's a very like multi-purpose brush. So I'll use it to apply this just to kind of set my foundation, and then I'll dip it into my bronzer and I'll start warming up my skin with it. So I'll like put it in the hollows of my cheeks and then just kind of go all the way around, bring it down my neck. It's perfect for your neck because it's pretty big, so you can cover a lot of area at one time. And it's so soft. It really does just airbrush the product into your skin. Another thing I've been doing with this, after I apply my blush, I'll use this to kind of blur out the edges. It is so pretty. I love this so, so much. So if you guys are looking for a new brush, just try some of the IT Cosmetics brushes. They're extremely soft and they work really, really well. So this one is just like, can't live without this. The next thing is this eyeshadow palette. So this is the Naturally Pretty palette, and I like it because there's so many matte colors in here. Oh my gosh, this is just so beautiful to me. So you get, all of these are matte except for this one, which is a nude, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. It's not like a metallic by any means. It has a little bit of like pearl finish to it. So I really don't use that one that much, but you can use it for like your inner tear duct or under the brow bone. But I like this because there's a really good range of tones. So you get a lot of warm tones down here, like these kind of rusty orange colors, which are really pretty for fall. But then you get some like purple and blues too. So if you like doing a cool tone look sometimes, then you can do that with this as well. And you get a ton of mid-tone shades. I feel like this is kind of like more my Lorac Pro palette, but I find those shadows to be a little bit, they kick up a lot of product. And these ones are a little bit more creamy, they blend better to me, and I have more like mid-tone transition shades. The Lorac product has a lot of light colors and a lot of really dark colors. So I love like these mid-tone browns. They're so perfect for blending out. This is such a good palette to have, especially for travel. Like you have everything you need in this. So love. I mean, do you guys want me to swatch a few of these so you can see? Like I love this one called Sunset, which is just like this nice rust color, and then Sunrise is super pretty. Like look how beautiful. Mocha is a really nice like chocolatey brown color. They're just amazing. I highly recommend this. And then last from IT Cosmetics is this blush. It's the CC Radiance Ombre blush in Sugar Plum. This is the most beautiful blush I've ever seen. Are you kidding me? Look at that. So I'm really into like these mauve colors right now in the fall, especially with like lips and cheeks. I feel like when you first look at this, a lot of people will be like, oh no, it's kind of hard to wear. I think peach blushes and like light pinks are a little bit more easy for people to wear. But for me, I think this is even more natural. Like I have this on today And it almost like, it pulls together your whole look. It almost looks like a very polished makeup look. I don't even know how to explain this. Like, the look that you get with this is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's it on my finger, and it looks super purpley, but when you blend it out, it just gives your cheeks this gorgeous plum. Let me look. It gives just, and it has a little bit of shimmer in here, so I don't even wear a highlighter with it. So it's a kind of like pearlescent look to it. I'm in love with this. So if you want a new blush for fall, I think you need this one. Staying along the lines of Plum, I don't know if I talked about this already. This is the NYX High Voltage Lipstick in Flutter Kiss. I've been wearing this on my lips like all month long. It's such an easy color. I don't need a lip liner. I don't need a lip gloss. It is, I have it on my lips. I don't know if I said that. And it goes really well with the blush. So here it is, and it's a gorgeous mauve-y purple cool tone lip. I like it because it's kind of like a different take on a nude lip. I mentioned this on my blog this week. I love like a nude lip, but I'm kind of getting away from like those really pale, peachy, like flesh tone lips. Not that I ever really wore that much, but you know how like that was really popular, just kind of like the concealer look. Okay, it sounds really bad now, but I don't know, that was a very popular, like when I first started YouTube, everybody wore like MAC Myth. That was such a big color. I feel like now my interpretation of a nude lip is like a mauve, because it's kind of like my natural lip color, but a little bit darker, and it goes with so many different looks, and it finishes off your look, and it just looks kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, like almost like sophisticated. I just really like it. I always blot it too. It gives a little bit of like a satin finish. I always blot with, you know, a tissue, just so that it makes it look a little bit more natural and gives it a little more of a matte look. So this is so inexpensive too. If you guys are at like NYX, if you're at Ulta or wherever, anywhere that sells NYX, look for this one, Flutter Kiss. Okay, my next favorite is a tea. This is by Yogi. I just got this off of Vitacost in my last order. It is the Bedtime Soothing and Spicy Sweet Tea. This is delicious. I would not call it spicy. I think it's more of a sweet tea. So there is licorice root, spearmint, cinnamon, rose hip, raspberry, and lavender in here. And it's very just soothing, and it has a little bit of like a minty taste to it. It doesn't really smell like anything. It's perfect for before bed. Just one little tip, don't drink it right before you go to bed, because then you'll be all night going to the bathroom, if you're anything like me. But I like to drink this like an hour before I go to bed, as I'm like starting to wind down at night. It's very relaxing, and the taste is so good. So if you guys like tea, check this out. All right, next up I have a hair product by Shu Amira. It's a new product. It's called Texture Wave Dry Finishing Spray. And this is kind of like my new jam as far as hair products go. I love finishing sprays now. I mean, I've always liked texture sprays, but for some reason now I feel like they're a must with my hairstyle. So I have so much hair product in my hair right now, I don't really want to spray anymore, but I'll just kind of show you. It's a very powerful spray. Has like a very light, refreshing scent to it. And this is perfect for when you just finish curling your hair, spraying it all throughout it, and it gives your hair a little bit more hold, but gives you a little more wave. And I am a firm believer in hair products on dry hair. So whenever you're done curling your hair, do not just let it be done at that point. Like when I'm done curling my hair, that is when I like start the styling process, I feel like. So just believe in hair products. They can really change your hairstyle and kind of make it what you want it. I'll talk about it more like when I do some actual hair tutorials, but I love just adding in some dry sprays on dry hair. They break up your hair a little bit, they break up the curls, they give you a little bit of hold without it looking crunchy, and just kind of finishes off your hairstyle. So this is a really, really good product. Highly recommend this if you guys have especially like short hair like this and like to do beachy waves. Even if you have long hair, this is still gonna work for you. Just if you like doing kind of like a messy, undone look, this will be your new best friend. Okay, next up I have a product from Pixi. This is their Endless Brow Gel Pen, and this is the Pixi by Petra. You can get this at Target. I have it in the shade Light. So this is an interesting product because I have very fair brows, so I have to do a lot to them every day to get them to be noticeable. So I'll brush out my brows and then apply this all throughout. And what it does is adds a little bit of hold to my actual eyebrows. So then I'll go over it with an angled brush with like an eyeshadow. Any eyeshadow. I've been using MAC Charcoal Brown and MAC Soft Brown, just combining the two shades together and then going in and filling them in. But this adds, it just it holds your brow powder in place all day long. Like you don't need to use a gel after it. You don't need to, sometimes I use hairspray on my eyebrows so they stay in place. This just locks them in and it keeps, my video just cut out so I'm not sure where I left off, but what I was saying is you do have to kind of work with it. I want to do a makeup tutorial soon, showing you guys how I do like, kind of like a look like this that I've been doing a lot lately, and show how I use this. So once it's in, I do brush it through my brows so it's kind of like evenly distributed, and then I just work the powder up and just kind of like keep combing the powder in. I really like this. It's kind of been like a game changer in my brows, so yeah. Last up, I wanted to show you this concealer by Cover FX. I'm using it in the shade N Light, which is neutral, and it is their cream concealer. I've talked about this before, but I had to talk about it again today because I've been using it a lot these past 2 weeks because I've been getting a lot of hormonal breakouts. And this is a concealer that I've been using whenever I get like blemishes that I need to cover up and I want it to be full coverage. This is what I use. So here is a product right here, and you just get full coverage with this. It is more of a heavy consistency. So I like to just kind of spot apply it to my blemishes, let it sit a little bit, and then I'll use a brush to kind of feather it out and blur out the edges, and then I'll set it with this guy. And it's just a really good product if you need some heavy coverage. This is a really good product. It's not going to cake up. That's the thing I like about it. You don't need a ton of it. You need like you know what I heard one time is, if you guys follow Lisa Eldridge, she always talks about getting products that are full coverage, but using a light amount of them. Like just a little bit of it goes a long way because it's full coverage. So this is kind of what I envision when she's talking about that sort of thing. It's very heavy, so you don't need a ton of it. So I'm not sure how long this video is. We'll see when I start editing it. But I want to talk about a few random favorites like TV and music because there's some things that I've been really liking. Let's talk about TV. So I just finished season 6 of Vampire Diaries. The end was so weird. I honestly don't really agree with how they did it. I felt like it was kind of a cop-out since Elena, it was like her last season. Nina Dobrev, it was her last season. I don't know. Did you guys, if you watched it, let me know what you thought. I just thought it was kind of weird. Like, if you don't watch this is going to make no sense to you. But, you know, they created a spell. Like, there was a spell put on her, and there's like no way to break the spell. But in the whole series of the show, they always find a way to break the spell. And it just seemed like, I don't know. It was kind of weird. And then I started Scandal. I don't know if I told you guys, and it's so good. I think it took me like a few episodes to get into it, and now I'm like hooked. But I was watching a lot of Vampire Diaries. I wanted to kind of finish it. I was like going back and forth, and it was getting confusing. But I need to keep watching Scandal because it's super good. So that's kind of it for TV. Oh, and then Real Housewives of Orange County. Oh my God, part 3 of the reunion is coming up on Monday, and I'm just like, it's almost like it's almost bad. Like it's just real life stuff that's like touchy, and I'm like, I don't know if this should be on TV. Like it's kind of like not okay. I feel like it's getting very dark in here right now. But as far as music goes, okay, so I have a very like strange, I like totally like different types of music. I love I love Frank Sinatra. Oh my gosh. When I cook dinner and I put on like Frank Sinatra Pandora, it is just like I'm in the zone and I just am so happy. But like how do you not listen to Frank Sinatra music and not be happy? And Sirius XM has a Frank Sinatra station. So if ever I'm just like, if it's a rainy day, which it is like twice a year here, I always put that on it and I just love it. Okay, but the other thing that I love is like teeny bopper music. I'm like One Direction. Oh my God. Have you guys heard their new song, Perfect? It's so good. And it's for sure about Taylor Swift. And then I will link this song down below. It's a mashup between One Direction's Perfect and Taylor Swift's Style, and they go so well together. I love me some mashups, so I'll link that down below for you guys who are like Taylor Swift freaks like me. What other songs? Oh my gosh, Justin Bieber. What are his new songs out? Sorry is super good. What Do You Mean that's kind of like old now, but I feel like his whole vibe now is just kind of cool. I like it. It's different. It's like fun music. And there was somebody else that I've been listening to a lot, but I can't. Oh, Shawn Mendes. Like, I need to have kids right now that are like 10 so I can go to these concerts with them. Because now I just like want to go to all of them by myself, and I'm just like that weird person that's, people are like, why are you here? So I'm going to wrap this video up because I don't know where I'm going now. I'm going off on tangents, and I need to go eat lunch. So I hope you guys all enjoyed my favorites. Like always, I will link everything that I mentioned down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy favorites videos, and make sure to subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Okay, so once I have my first layer on, I'm going to blot, because we want everything to just really stay in, and then flip your tissue in half and then just